Why storage can save your future. Part 1. Storage means the action or method of storing something for future use. In life we store memories in our mind. We store moments using photos, objects, and gifts. To store means to keep or accumulate something for future use. Thinking at future, we store what we have, from wood, food and water for the long winter or future crises. In this episode we talk about 3 kilograms of food per day, for a family of 4 people, 365 days in a year. The math formula means 1000 kilograms of food. About storage facts. Some people store wealth, houses or buildings, gold, cash money, other types of money, things to be sold or exchanged in the future, cars and art, wine or honey, gas, electricity, or they store precious information, maybe through books, to be used in the future. Welcome to a new episode from Ugly Truth Man. The smart people store relationships with useful and important people, who can help them in times of crises, or people who can work and help them leverage their time. Using leverage is the art and science of getting much more done with the same, or less, effort using other people's time, money, skills, or hard work. Save yourself, save your future, save food for hard times that are about to come. The number one reason, in a few words, is to store food because you can buy cheap today, and have food in the future to save more future money, or save money today to use them in the future. From a detailed point of view, people like me and you, can grow their own food, can buy cheap food, we can collect from nature different eating products, from fish and birds. Some people eat crows, wild animals, fruits, plants and wild herbs, mushrooms, vegetables, flowers. In the same time people can receive free food, or in exchange for work, or people can exchange things with food, or food with other food. The goal is to store food for the winter, for an economic crisis, or just save for the future, if you are not lazy. The number of days in a year is 365 days. A family with 4 members needs 2 or 3 kilograms of food in a day, or 6 pounds, or 96 ounces of food per day. This means 1000 kilograms, or 2,200 pounds. Oregon, 35274 ounces. And from this 1000 kilograms, let's say 20%, 200 kilograms is meat products, and 40% means 400 kilograms of fruits, and here we have fresh fruits, dried fruits, fruits in the freezer or fruits made jam. The rest 60% are vegetables and animal non-meat products, such as eggs, milk products, or mushrooms, leaves, comestible wood, cereals, pickles, sweets, mustard and ketchup, flour and dough, liquids, tea, juice, or other things that can be eaten. Pay attention that this number 1000 kilograms of food is higher than a family needs in reality. The purpose of food is to eat the necessary calories, vitamins, and fat, in order to have energy to live and work in a normal day, plus you need to drink water, eat some salt and stay in the sun and nature for a few minutes every day. You must not eat until your stomach shouts enough. Some fast ugly truths about food storage. In the parable of the rich fool from the Bible book of Luke chapter 12, is written in the first verses, the ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, this is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink and be merry. The first ugly truth is you need space to deposit or store things, food, or even money. An attic or basement, a separate room, a freezer, an airy place, a safe and secure place or room. You need to store the food, the machines and objects, and tools used to prepare the food for storage. The second ugly truth about food storage is that you must learn and gain information and knowledge on how to store food for many months or even years. And the third fact is work. You need to work to store food. There is sweat and effort, and satisfaction of a work well done, also with good taste. In the same time, storing food means also investing some money, but the result is cheaper than buying food in the future, or cheaper than living in crisis without food in the freezer. If you store food correctly, you can live months without buying food. Even bread you can produce it, homemade. I have also a video with 10 recipes using dried bread. Pemmican, for example, is a mixture of tallow, dried meat, and dried berries used as a nutritious food. Historically, it was an important part of indigenous cuisine in certain parts of North America, and is still prepared today. The idea is to store as much healthy food you can, less carbs, sugar or salt. The health of body comes from the food we eat. The health of mind and spiritual health comes from our thoughts about life and problems and relations. In the description of this video is also the link for the part 2 of this video. People store muscles trying to live healthy, other people store knowledge in their brain, and in this case there are poor people whom were rich in the past, or had a good life, but due some life experiences in this moments they live on streets, but they are managing this homeless fact very good. They store money and food for a few days, and other life solutions to keep the mind healthy, the body in shape, and curiosity and creativity alive. Some other life facts regarding hunger, solutions, food issues, and future is the habit of fasting. I have a few episodes about fasting. Another idea is using urine from men as therapy or emergency drinking, eating and store stinging nettle in a freezer, dried for tea, or fresh nettle collected in the spring. Eat invasive plants like Jerusalem artichoke. Storing food is also a cultural legacy. In some countries, children learn from their grandparents and parents how to store food for the future, and storing food is also a surviving skill. There are YouTube videos and old books about storing food. If you liked this video, you can listen also to part 2 video about storage. Big mammals store fat in their body and belly to cross the winter. Birds and little animals store seeds. Other birds move to other places where is no winter and plenty of fish. Storing food and things is one solution to fight hunger and economic crises. People who have a house, some knowledge, and money to invest, are storing food. In the 80s, in countries where the political regime was communism, there was scarcity of food. In our days the stores are closed, or the shelves are empty. Scarcity of food caused by several factors including war, inflation, crop failure, population imbalance, or government policies. You can also sell the food you've stored. Ugly truth: man salutes you.